Oh?
But the enemy?
Oh, there he is.
Like, yeah, like, there's a less chance of just casting Fireball on them.
That really seems like they didn't need to change it at all, honestly. I feel like it was decent before. It felt kind of like a dice roll of whether or not anything was going to happen that was positive or negative.
So,
Yeah,
because we
it's like,
always slump Nick with the responsibilities, do you want to keep this security rod?
I mean, Azur will keep it, yeah, sure. And I'm gonna be honest, as much as I'd like the robe or the staff, I don't really think that I need either of them. The robe, I'm just gonna probably end up ruining somebody. Whenever I turn it on, it's gonna be like, oh, I'm within 30 feet of you. Oh, you failed your save? Okay, we're all screwed now. Yeah. So I mean, I'll hold on to the rod, but I I hereby waive my rights to the rest of it, because, well, I don't need any of it.
I'm rolling greed for Ring of Evasion because I have a spare attunement slot.
It's
Go
a good
for it.
item. No, I feel like you
If
can...
anyone wants it more than me, they can freely take it.
I got 3 attunement items. I'm good.
Everything I'm attuned to is already pretty useful, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't change any of my stuff.
I have one wiggle slot, but what I have in
I-
the wiggle slot is something I actually want to use, so...
I just don't want to get rid of my loyal bag of devouring.
Of
That's an
course.
attunement item?
Yes, that was attunement.
Yeah, you have to
I'm-
attune to it so it doesn't eat you.
That makes sense, but I'm just kind of
Josh.
surprised.
Yeah.
Josh, I'm a humble barbarian who has very, very big fingers. Let me double up on Ring of Protection.
No. If
Nobody
you spend
wants it. It's just gonna get sold.
if you spend
Ooh, John.
20k to fuse them, I will.
Alright. I need a small loan of 20k.
I swear, if you drain all
Also,
the money we get
come
from
on, man.
selling this stuff into your ring...
Into +1 AC, a thing I gave up.
Hello, Longbeard. The +1 AC is pretty nuts, though. It's good.
Unless people want me to have the Rod of Security, I think it is best on a caster. Just because
Yeah,
I don't have the
my turn is the most
bounce back.
debatable. You're, you know... Because, like,
Yeah,
I
hit.
have most opportunity to do utility things, whereas you're sprinting at things to stab them to death.
The only argument
we
is that
need-
he's the least likely to die most of the time because he's the tankiest.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But at the same time, he's the most likely to die because he runs in.
I mean, I'm also,
Also-
you know, I can fly and I'm far away from the front line most of the time. So most
Also, there's
things
like no
already
range,
aren't
it's
hitting
just
me.
willing creatures, so as long as we're not dead, you can just run away and use it.
I mean, are you... do you count as
Did
an
I miss
object
that?
when you're dead? Are you a creature? How does that count?
Corpse is an
Corpse.
object.
Yeah, corpses are objects, which is also why when you teleported with the Titan body, that was why it was permissible at that point, because you're just teleporting the body.
Yeah, so somebody would
Willing
have to
creatures
pick up
you
your
can
dead
see.
body.
Okay, you have to see them.
Yeah, because you're at that point you're an object, not a creature. So somebody else would have to pick up your dead body for us still to take you with us into the plane. But I mean, if you were bleeding out, I assume you'd be a creature, and I assume you'd be willing because you wouldn't be able to say no. Josh, opinion on that?
I'm willing. An unconscious creature, unfortunately, I would say cannot give consent.
Yeah, makes sense.
Does that mean consent by default? Question
What do
mark.
you- What if I give you?
I don't know. I don't know.
written
I don't know if we're getting into this in a good position with this. Yeah, but what if we sign a contract using our soul?
That's right.
I always consent to Rod of Security.
Call the Bone Devil back. Let's alter this.
Now, hold on. Look, Wembley said no, but we know he actually means yes, so it's fine.
That's right.
Wait.
Call Night
So Wembley, are you taking the Greatsword Wembley?
Yeah, I'll take it.
So we have the
Okay.
robe, the Eldritch Staff, and the Wand of Wonder that no one wants.
protection.
I can pawn it off for a good price.
I thought you don't want to just keep that until
I
you
mean,
might be able to
I
use
just
it.
have a spare ring of protection in my pocket.
For 20k, you confuse it. We're gonna get 20k for you at some point.
You have a
That's
spare
Been
what
so
in your
long since I've
pocket?
seen 20k.
You got a ring of protection in your pocket, or you're just happy to see
So
me?
long.
Well, we don't have money because we haven't done anything to earn money in a very long time. We're about to get some money because we have stuff to sell.
I could go get some money from my shops if they made any profit lately.
That's true. You haven't rolled
Sure.
profits.
Also, that's right. I was meant to make a trade deal with the fucking Fey Queen, and I wasn't there for the session. Fuck.
Would you like to call her back?
Yes. I'd love to call her back.
Would
Are we
you
gonna fight the? Do I get a chance to fight the Fake Queen?
Maybe.
I'm gonna pick Wembley up and shake him like a
Oh.
like a juice box, and then he start talking into his belly button.
But, I mean, wrong person. Lucille's the one that you want to talk with.
What?
The fake.
Oh, sorry. Lucille.
Did Nina ever come back?
What, from the Fey realm?
For Nina, I mean, you're gonna go over and check the shop.
Yeah, I'll go check. I'll go check the shop first before I fuck around with Lucille. What's the backyard? Hang on, I'll go to the front yard. Fuck you, Darthrin.
Fuck me. I'm just doing
Where did I go?
paperwork. I lost a leg for you, cocksuckers.
I'll buy you a new one.
Don't worry, once I get cloned, we can build a new dog.
Look,
You can cut a
we-
piece off of him.
Come here, Darthrin. You've already lost a leg. What's another cubic inch of flesh?
Good lord.
Also, after your new body's done, we'll have to brutally murder you, so that way you get to go to your new body.
Well, we
I
don't
made
tell
a
him that part.
10-year-old boy.
He just feels
Why
the
does it have to
whistling of
be
Socket's
brutal?
great sword behind him.
Why brutal?
It's
Can
always
you make
brutal.
it like quick and painless? No.
No.
This is how it was spell required.
That
Sorry.
won't work for the spell.
I can't just cast a spell and kill you. That doesn't work.
That's stupid. I have to hurt you a lot.
I always have to hurt you.
Sorry, spell component requirements. Screams of your body. Why'd you have hesitation saying that?
We can also finally get our like themed sashes. What are we getting?
There we go.
You
I'll
already
offer the
know. Bright red.
Bright
Of
Wade.
course.
Can I just get like my cloak of stars dyed? Because it's like I'm already wearing a cloak and a robe. If I wear a second cape, I'm gonna look like a drawer.
I'm gonna.
Fucking crazy.
That's
Drawer.
that's fucking funny.
I have like 3 bags of holding on me.
And to keep them in each other, right?
Yeah, it's just the
Yeah.
same storage.
Yeah,
What if we made the 2 bags of devouring kiss?
yeah. The fuck?
Big tongues come out of them. No!
This wasn't supposed to work this well.
Where's that? The ring of protection as well as the prices. Let me get those quick as well as you guys go.
On reconsideration, I don't think I do want the dancing greatsword.
Why, you don't like dancing?
I think the Eldritch Claw is better for me since I attack 3 times.
Is that you want me to go sell it?
Yeah, I guess. Also, I'm a halfling. Where am I keeping this thing on my body?
In your butthole. And you unsheath it like King Arthur.
I think it floats.
You
You
never
just
have
have to touch it after it attacks 4 times.
No, you just carry it in your arms the entire time, you know? You just never put it away.
Because he has a bag of holding in his
Sounds
ass.
exhausting.
That,
think
that
I-
would be crazy. Bag of holding in your ass is
You just
nuts.
Mary Poppins some shit out of your asshole. They're like, why? How does it keep going?
What am I witnessing?
Possible.
Let me just get my quarterstaff.
I'm sure there's probably some weird back alley place that'll give you like a second stomach as a bag of holding.
No.
So you like reach into your mouth to pull
No.
things out.
What?
Hey kid,
Oh
you're
my-
thirsty as you
I'm
pull a drink
sure that
out.
this exists. Why are you sure about that?
Because it sounds like
What
it's a pretty
makes-
useful idea.
No. That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
I
Me
would love
pulling
for
the
it.
great sword from inside my mouth.
Even better, I would love for it to be a bag of devouring. Like, hey officer, you gonna check me? No, no! He's pulled into your asshole and eaten alive.
Good lord!
What the?
What
There are
in the
darker places in
fuck?
this universe.
I'm just gonna make that happen if we have a prison campaign now. You don't want to go in my prison wallet. It's a dangerous place.
Better men than you have died.
What's the matter? You gonna stick it in me, huh? Cellmate? Go on, try.
Better be ready to lose that dick.
He
Oh,
gets bent
Lord.
backwards and sucked inside.
Good lord!
Hey,
The snapping
there two
bones.
prisoners in this cell.
Oh, God.
Mm.
I got some contraband up my ass, officer. You want to check?
Can't keep getting away with this.
We've killed Josh.
Oh, my
These prison escape scenes are getting a bit wild.
I like the idea that
A
the
bit.
amount of fear. I like the idea of the
bit.
amount of fear in their eyes as they're bent backwards and just slopped into his butthole.
No, stop saying
And like a tongue comes out and licks its lips, which is just the rim of your ass.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Mm.
Can I kill Annette? We have to silence
Can we please, please?
I'm sorry.
For
This.
the meal.
Oh my god, the ring of protection is worth so much money.
That's what I'd be calling my asshole, the ring of protection.
No, shut the fuck.
Die. Die.
Someone killed
die.
her.
Oh.
This is my fun. I think
And
Josh
we are
threw
your
up.
victims.
This is why my charisma's 20, but not for the right reason.
Oh, for the fucked reason. Oh.
Hold still.
Alright, give me all your gear you don't want, I'll go sell it.
Oh, fuck.
You're a hero, and that's why you have to.
Giving Josh too many ideas.
I mean, generally. But, for the one who has gone to check across the way, you would find Nina sitting and reading one of Uriel's books. Rather inquisitively, the chest is open.
Oh,
I just noticed the music got fucked. No.
I mean, don't worry. I'll stick her in the ballroom. Yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot about her. We went and did black market stuff. I forgot.
That's what I was asking about it, because we were expecting her to come back.
Yeah.
She went off to Feastal, and we were like, don't you need to be, like, in the box so all of the elves don't die?
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why is she out of the...
Well, she's outside the box, but she is left the lid open. You do remember?
It's been nighttime for 6 days, and
Guys, I don't want to go in there. There's like a fucking fog wall right here, and it's gonna trap me in there with a. I
I'm
don't
gonna
want
start a cinematic. We're all gonna see it, but we're not gonna be anywhere near you.
Health bar's gonna appear.
Oh, what's that?
Hang on.
We hear some Estes drinking and rolling noises from next door as you're being murdered.
No, no, the cum wall.
all right. So let me just clarify. She was wandering around Riley's house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any reaction to the big murals on the wall that basically say "I'm the child of Betelgeuse"?
Oh, you can roll an insight if you like. As she
I'm
seems.
not there.
Oh, that's true.
I'm reading a book.
But she seems to be reading with great curiosity. With your approach of seal, I assume there is no stealth.
No, no, I will clear my throat to announce my arrival.
Yes, welcome. What is it that you curious about?
Lady Nina, should you really not be with your people?
I made sure to return so I could continue providing them with my light. Thankfully, it seems that so long as the chest is open and nearby, I could still provide my gifts.
Right.
Are you familiar with your neighbor?
Somewhat. We aren't in very often. But I would say we get along fine.
It looks like she's trekked quite a number of places.
That was an impression she gave off when she took us over to Lustrana.
Mm-hmm. Been reading some of those parts. At least in her journals, anyway.
Does she know you're going through her things?
Oh no. I'm
Doth
not.
mother know you weareth her drapes?
You were country.
I'm not worried for some bastard child of Baedalis. I like her designs, though.
If you're not worried, I trust you've done nothing untoward to our neighbor.
No, but I've been looking at her research. Prideful little thing of a former father.
Isn't that probably a good thing?
Oh, definitely. I will say, Lucille, you do take note that the archstone that Euro mentioned she was working on has extra notes around it. Ones that look fresh.
Looking at, does it look like this is something Nina has added?
Roll me an arcana.
She's just been loitering. Arcana with knowledge from the past, 17.
There's definitely a distinct difference in the arcane math. What seemed to be Urel's attempt versus what seems to be Nina's more concise mathematics.
I see you've taken it upon yourself to contribute to this cause.
Yes. Anything to get to the Ruby Palace would be a wizard trip.
I know not all of my companions would be thrilled to undertake such a journey, but do let me know when you're going to head off there. I have some personal business to attend to.
That is fair. Ah. My sister did mention some things that's, I conspired within the throne room. Entertaining fights and all.
How was your trip to Faystall, anyway?
Rather enjoyable. managed to find out a few things that would be helpful in the days to come. I am curious. Do you travel? A lot.
I have traveled. I'm. I mean, given your ability to go so far so quickly, I'm not sure if my experience of traveling would quite equate to what you would imagine if I were to just say yes.
Well, since you've traveled a good amount, I was curious, especially for the whisking away of the box and everything else. A strange arrival to this location, anyway. Haven't seen or known what was going on outside for a long time. Nonetheless, was wondering if I could convince one of you to bring it to a certain location.
I think that might depend on the location.
That is fair. Hmm.
After all, if it's somewhere we're already heading, it's a lot easier to deal with than going out of our way.
Of course. More or less towards what I've been informed is now the wastes in this manner. Do they make caravans that go out that far?
Not caravans per se, but expeditions are formed semi-regularly to explore the wastes. Your old city, I hear, has a lot of treasure that is quite interesting and valuable. Or at least what's left of it out there. Become quite the prize.
Yeah. Suppose I would lead you to more treasures, raw wealth, artifacts that would probably forgotten. Give you permission to effectively take them. Does that sound valuable to someone like you?
That would certainly entice more of my group, I would say, but I have a more specific request in mind for undertaking this sort of task for you.
Hmm. I'd love to hear it.
It's rather simple, really. I just need you to call it in as a favor.
Oh.
I I do owe the council one after all,
True
and you are part of that council.
enough, I could use my sister's favor. I would find that fairly amusing, especially in her still rambunctious state. Now then, counted as a favor for you, and payment for your friends, I assume.
Oh, in that case, I'll do my best to convince them. And in the case that I don't and have to find a way to sneak this down, you wouldn't happen to be able to make me able to move this thing without it trying to suck my soul inside, would you?
For a knight of our court, she will step lightly, so long as you agree. Bring it then. Safe.
If you're asking me to do it as a favor, I don't think I have a right to say no.
True. Return the box tomorrow or not. You have my blessing. As she will hold a hand out, which glows with a very unique looking arcane symbol.
I'll reach my hand out as well.
With that, you feel all that has made up your soul and everything that has mended feel heavy briefly as both your hands flare with this sigil for a moment. And you feel of extraordinary intense heat and a tether connect to her. If another needs the safety of that blessing, so long as they swear the safety of the box is returned tomorrow night, I will gladly give it. Reward still
I'll let
included,
them know.
of course.
Of course.
Oh, and as much as it would have been fun to go to the trial to Betas, nonetheless, I'd like the fact that she's trying to circumvent and overthrow her father. I've helped push that along. Of course, I understand if she's upset that I've tampered with her notes. Nonetheless, I'll have to meet her mother at some point. Millerin sounds like a fascinating woman.
From all I've heard, their family is probably a bit of a nightmare.
Imagine marrying into that bitch.
Oh,
Who would do such a thing?
Well, now
Forsooth.
that has worked out, as she will close what seems to be one of many various life journals. Okay. Go to set it back on the shelf where she found it. I will be looking forward to as she will go to step in what looks almost like washes of solar flare as her body kind of disintegrates and the box seals itself again once more.
Much like in Dark Souls, she jumped into the coffin for transit.
She climbs back out tomorrow. She's a dude now. It was the Dark Souls 2 coffin.
She's a dude and
Well,
she has the Grave Lord's sword. It's a mix of both. It's 50-50 boost.
Alright, well, I guess I go home.
Yeah.
Alright, so how much is the Dancing Greatsword worth?
For those.
You listed the price for like
Fair.
more things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 things.
Yeah,
Which
the
should
Dancing
give it-
Greatsword is 2007.
I can't believe the Dancing Greatsword was only 2,000 gold. Okay, well, so it was listed, yeah. So that was everything. Okay, so it's 24k total, and we can probably split that evenly, but I'll still go to Gold Splitter because I like that website.
Sponsored.
No.
Sponsored by
We're not fucking sponsored.
calculators.com. Sponsored by Casio Calculator. Now Nick style.
Everyone's,
That wasn't me.
that was me.
That sounded
Yeah.
like you for some reason.
Yeah.
Wow, American coughing.
Every one of us acquires
All Americans
4,000
cough the
gold.
same.
Woohoo!
4,000?
4,000.
Yeah, double my net worth.
Well, I get to put a 4 in front of my number.
4,000
4,000.
cigarettes.
This is too much money. I need to go gamble it away.
Yeah.
Four.
Your
That-
children might inherit something right now.
That
It's
could be
dangerous.
8,000 and then 16,000.
What kind
Right.
of high stakes casino exists that you gamble that much money?
As Wembley goes out and continues to use his lucky feet to get luckier and luckier and luckier. And then the
Yeah,
ca-
you
Never
have
let a
to,
halfling gamble.
like, not to be racist, but you can't let halflings in your casino. You just simply
Yeah.
cannot.
Not to
Yes.
be racist.
You gotta put
I'm a
on the
gnome,
fake
actually.
ears- Fake
Don't-
ears, say you're a
Don't assume
gnome.
my species.
Sir, that's some hairy
I'm
feet for a
assuming.
gnome.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, what
did you
about it?
fucking say to my
It's a
son?
skin condition.
Aw, why do I always get net 20s on joke rolls?
Because you're the
Because
funny
you make
man.
joke rolls.
But they're funny.
It's
Well,
true.
that's just the way it works. That's why I try not to make joke rolls, because I always roll well for them.
That's why
Yeah,
you're
I
a
can't-
nerd.
I can't be bothered hunting down everyone in the group, so I wait until dinner time when most people will be gathered for food.
Don't worry, after I've sold everyone's stuff, I'm coming to you anyway.
Everyone, we're going to use the map to roleplay. When we, the important people, have dinner, we get to use the big table.
That's right.
I'm gonna sit far away
Oh.
from everyone.
The big table. I will manually move myself down the hall.
Yeah, well, I gotta sell everyone's stuff. I
I'll
go to my
manually move
shop.
down the hall.
Get all your money.
No, this is weird. Somebody has to sit on the other side of the table.
Look, man,
Yeah, I
there's
was just about to
there's
say,
a
I'm
whole
gonna sit
bunch of
opposite
days
Saren.
happening. You can
Hey, get out of my chair,
go to your
Azur.
shops on one of them.
You literally sat on me, Socket.
You moved
It's my
after
chair.
Me. Stop being a butthole. Come on now.
Don't make me cast levitate on you.
Like to see you try. Isn't it a strength save if you cast it on somebody?
I don't even know if you
Okay.
can cast it on an
Even
unwilling
better.
person.
We have enough seats. Do we
You
eat dinner
can.
with our important NPCs? Like, does Darthrin join us?
Yeah,
for dinner?
Darthrin
Darthrin would.
Geed, and... Though Geed is also the cook, so he's too busy to eat with us.
Darthrin gets to sit by the paperwork.
Come eat with us.
Darthrin gets to sit by D's.
These nuts.
Yeah, Celia can sit next to Darthrin.
It's gonna be really trippy. You're basically sitting next to the person you thought you knew this entire time, but now is also basically kind of a stranger. Basically just talking
Somebody
like
I
a
used to
body
know.
snatcher.
Case
Yes.
is a
Body
body
Snatcher
snatcher.
is fucking hilarious.
Unnamed
I mean, you-
tiefling, play somebody that I used to know.
You think it's not weird for either of us?
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about this from Darthin's point of view. He's basically like been out of the loop for like 80% of this, and he's just like, what?
And how there's two of them.
Yeah.
This is getting out of hand.
As you gather around and have a wonderful meal that has been provided by Geed's Cooking.
He's cooking.
He's cooking.
My boy.
Sponsored by Geek.
Geeds feeds.
There's
Geed's
nothing like
Feasts.
it.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I can get super generic PNG art on the table here. Damn.
Are we getting
While you do
PNG
that,
of food?
I was given a proposition by Nina today.
Nina propositioned you? Like for sex?
No,
At all.
she wants us to take the box down into the wastes.
Aren't we going to do that later?
Yeah, but I didn't tell her that. She's
Okay.
decided it was worthy of some kind of payment.
Now that she's told us to do that, I don't want to.
But I mean, didn't we already know that she kind of wanted us to do that?
Oh my fucking god. Be right back.
In return for bringing the box safely down, she said she would guide us to hidden treasures in the old city.
Okay.
I mean, I'm slightly worried about what's going to happen when the box gets returned. Considering there's an entire city in there, isn't, you know, like, isn't it just gonna, like, crush us?
Wasn't. Well, I mean, getting the half of the city and the box out was part of the plan, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but I thought I'd have a lot longer to prepare than we're doing it now.
Well, I don't think we're in any more of a rush than we were before.
No.
You can maintain the same pace, the same plan. Just now we'll have a guide who's given us permission to loot her old city.
I didn't realize we were looking for permission before.
Well, I guess no one really knew that there was still, well, that the person in charge of the city was still around.
This will bring up the interesting point of our question, where at what point after somebody died are you allowed to loot their tomb? At what point do we separate grave robbing from treasure hunting?
Well, when the person who's supposed to be buried there turns out to still be alive and gives you the go-ahead, I'm sure it's fine.
If
And
your
surely she
goal,
isn't the only person buried there. Metaphorically.
if your goal is to free everyone in the city, don't you think Nina would probably be able to help you with that?
What side of the argument are you coming in on?
I have no idea. Nina scares
Yeah.
me. She's
I don't know what's-
terrifying.
She could kill all of us, but she didn't.
Look, I have no idea. As Wembley keeps saying, her sister Ilmaro is a bad person because undead attacks and such. I figured Nina wouldn't be that bad, but then I met her the other day and she seemed very willing to just kill everybody in Dimspire on a whim.
Let's not forget the third sister,
Yeah, she was pretty bad as
Fate.
well.
the Fey Queen. So that's 2 out of 3. Why not 3 for 3? All rotten.
I don't really know if I hate the Fey one, but it was definitely not the most pleasant experience.
It was negative, I think.
She very much
before.
could have killed us and she didn't. Give her that.
Well, she probably needs us to get all of her.
Giving points to people for not killing us. I just
Yeah,
want
that's not
to be able to
really
keep
a
score.
good
But when,
point.
but when somebody's stronger than you, it is a positive point in their purview. You know, we're stronger than a lot of other people we meet.
Should they be, praising us for not killing them on sight?
I didn't say it was praiseworthy. I'm just saying that, you know, it's a positive thing to be stronger than somebody and to not harm them or threaten them with it.
I would like accolades as we walk through the streets.
Yeah, I don't know.
But my thought is that an entire city can't simply be represented by its leader. I'm sure a lot of the elves trapped inside there are perfectly nice people.
I don't know, I've only ever met one elf.
The few I had the chance to meet seemed perfectly fine enough. The head of our guild also hails from there and just
He seems
wasn't
alright.
present when it went under. Yeah, he's a decent guy.
Was this argument ever about whether or not all of the elves are decent people? I was mostly just worried that the entire city exploding out of the box would kill us. That was my primary concern with the delivery.
Well, I'm sure we'll be taking precautions to avoid that, regardless of whether or not Nina is helping us.
So, Nina's city is Ilmaro's phylactery.
Yeah.
Does freeing the people still destroy the phylactery? Or do we need to destroy
Well,
the people?
well, Saren, the answer to that is slightly complicated, but basically, the phylactery is consuming the souls of the people inside of it. So theoretically, yes.
Theoretically, it's
If we
empty.
let them out, it shouldn't be able to use them anymore.
Is
And
the
then-
phylactery the chest itself?
The phylactery is the space inside of the chest. It's where the fuel's going. You know, it's kind of like a furnace.
Oh, and then if it's empty, then it's got nothing to eat.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. That makes sense.
Anyway, I will add that I have already agreed to take the box on account of convincing
good.
her to use Mitha's favor that I owed. All I
Sounds
have
remarkably
to do is
clever.
deliver it safely, and my obligation to the court is complete.
Now, follow-up question. Will Ilmero try to simply intervene and take the box from us? Because we are walking pretty much right up to her doorstep, are we not?
Is that quote unquote delivered safely? It is her thing.
I think if Elmero knew we were trying to ruin her phylactery, she would not have us do it. She would probably try
Yeah.
to take it.
I just mean if she takes it, it's still going to where Nina wants it to go, probably.
I don't know, does it need to go to an exactly specific spot, Lucille?
She didn't give me a precise destination, though I'm sure given her propensity to just step out of the box as she wills at this point, she might just come out and show us where to go.
Yeah, that's true. It's positive.
From the visions I saw when touching the box, it didn't seem like the people knew that Ilmaro was setting them up for this. And I assume there's probably bad blood between the sisters.
I just had a thought and then I immediately figured it out. I was wondering why she hadn't popped out before to simply kill everybody that was around the box, but they were feeding the other people's souls into it, which prevented her people's souls from being consumed, so it was actually a net positive for her.
Oh, yeah.
It makes sense that she didn't try to stop them from doing that, because it was preserving her own people.
Does that mean currently her people are getting consumed?
I don't know how many of Still Tide's finest are in there.
I guess it probably depends on the rate of consumption.
Let's do the math.
Soul math. If you have a Duragar soul,
Let's
and
bring
you want
math
to eat
into
it,
this.
Traveling at 200 soul seconds per minute.
That's
I'm
a
just
bit.
saying,
Durga are worth
Nina
less
doesn't-
than the average man.
Nina doesn't seem to be incredibly panicked to get this done as soon as possible, which means it probably takes a while for even one soul to be absorbed.
probably.
You think time works differently inside it? Or like slower, faster?
She is their son, if I recall what she said, so maybe? Maybe they don't, well, I guess you wouldn't really have a day or night cycle anymore. It probably would be rather dreary. It's just bright all the time.
Hmm.
Then again, most of the people in there are elves, so they probably just, close their eyes. Do that trance thing I've read about, and they're fine, so I guess they don't really care about sleep either.
One final thing to note is that she does know about our neighbor's bloodline.
I hadn't really considered that very much, but that's a remarkable point. Did she want to kill them?
She did voice that she had some desire to, but it would seem that Uraili is apparently planning to overthrow her father. Nina thought this was amusing and decided to assist her instead.
Well, I didn't give her many details, but I did tell a guard to go tell her to leave for a while. So who knows when she'll be back.
She did actually take that advice. It was remarkably well timed. That could have been messy, because they might have just fought each other immediately.
That being said, I'm not sure how willing all of you would be, so I didn't bring it up much at the time, but I would like to join them in this.
In the box?
No, not in the box, in overthrowing Uraili's father.
I don't want to get in the box.
Are you talking about killing
That was
raiders?
terrible. Why would we get in the box?
Yes, he killed our friend. Why shouldn't we?
Well, I was already on board with the idea of destroying Daedalus, or at least everything he stood for, from the beginning, yes.
By the way, on that topic, I feel like I should bring it up. I've been working on that.
Oh, do tell.
I've on Ven, not on Daedalus. I believe I figured out a way how to fix him.
Well, we burned his
Elaborate.
body.
Well, we can still fix him.
Okay.
Perhaps, given the cultural differences, maybe Saren could enlighten us on whether that is something that is good to do or not, perhaps?
Well, no, we're at step 0 right now. Okay, step 0 is he doesn't exist. We can move him back to step 1 where his soul is actually intact.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I figured out a way how to do it. It's going to take a lot more effort, but it should be possible. Without,
And what would that require?
Do you want to be surprised?
No, I don't want to be surprised.
I'd prefer
Well.
to be prepared.
That. Exactly that.
Well, insofar as my own preparation, the list of things that can pull a soul entirely back together is pretty small. You have gods.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any of those in our employ that have the direct willpower to do such a thing. The second one is using a suitably powerful wizard. I myself do not fit this category.
Would a druidic figure work as well?
No.
Hmm.
And the third option, the one I thought of recently, while I was being depressed in my study, is that we actually have a giant font of magical power right beneath us. The ley lines.
Alright.
So using that as a focusing point, I should be able to actually do it.
Make his soul exist again.
Well, his soul does
Ley-
exist.
Don't the
It's
ley
just in,
lines
like-
need something to activate them of sorts?
This isn't going to set the country on fire again, is it?
I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. Regardless of that, I just wanted to update you all about that. I'm still probably a decent ways away from actually finalizing it.
Well, while good to hear, I still feel a little vengeance is necessary.
No, I
But
wasn't
why,
saying this.
Ethan?
I wasn't saying this stops the need for that. I just wanted to let you all know. And Saren, would people be upset if we somehow managed to resurrect Ben after all of this?
I'm not gonna stop you, but my brother is dead. It's resurrection isn't usually a thing we do, but I guess it's up to an individual basis.
Well, I mean, in theory, he can refuse. It's not something he has to do. It's just right now he is unlike most dead people, his soul essentially got torn to pieces. I can at least do the minimum and put him back together so he exists again. Dead or not, he deserves that dignity, does he not?
I think we can all agree that he died too early and too young. Deserves another chance.
Or at least the option.
Yeah, it's an option for him. Regardless of that, so do we want to go to Stilltide now? Anybody else have anything else on the schedule?
Right.
I was gonna go gambling again, but sure.
I need to check on my shops in Stilltide. Speaking of shops, Lucille, I need to talk to you soon.
Oh, sure. Whenever you're free.
Well, perhaps after dinner.
Oh, one last thing. If anyone wants to be able to carry the box, Nina said she can give you the ability to touch it without it eating you. You just have to swear to take it to the Ashen Wastes safe and sound.
I would prefer to leave my options open and entrust it to you, if that's alright.
That's completely fine. I, of course, was already granted the ability to touch it. If no one else wants
I
to
assumed
take
as
the
much.
deal, I can carry it myself.
Is it happy? Did you try to pick it up?
Truthfully, I haven't even tried to touch it yet.
Yeah, I can't say I had a good experience when I touched it. I'm not in a hurry to do it again.
But I felt it would be remiss of me not to let you know the option was there if you needed it. Or wanted.
I'll think on it. It may be useful to have multiple people capable of carrying it, should you suddenly be incapable of doing so.
We have additional. If we are going to take that tank with us, we have additional crew with us. It's going to be a potential issue if they try to loot the box. We'll probably have to explain to them very carefully not to touch it.
Well, it's not like Socket or I sleep. I'm sure one of
Are
us can keep watch on it.
afraid of them trying to loot the box?
No, I just don't want people to be victimized by their own stupidity if we can help it. It is a bit, cosmically unfair to have your soul sucked into a furnace because you touched a nice-looking box.
I can always set the crew straight. A couple of words of encouragement always help.
Maybe, well. Is everybody ready now, or do you want to do it later?
I think soon. I still need to go out and sell all your effects that you do not wish to keep. I'm sure the gold will come in handy. The extra weight will not.
Well, that's what the bags of holding are for.
True.
I didn't finish arcane locking the house. I guess the encounter with the wizard. Oh wait, did we actually get the potion of longevity to give to him? Didn't we promise to give that to him?
I think that was the guy.
Wait, what?
The guy who was spying on us for months. I think the plan was to be like, yeah, let's tell him about this potion of longevity so he comes back and we can arrest him too. Right?
I don't know.
See, that was the plan, but his part of the plan was also to, make it easy for us to get in and let their guard down. I don't know if he did that.
I don't really know if he could have gotten them to let their guard down. What was he going to say? Hey, everybody, let's all put
Well,
our
if he
weapons in
didn't, then we
storage."
don't owe him a potion.
He's also
I guess-
probably not gonna show up after seeing that the black market doesn't exist after we went in there.
Didn't he expect us to do that, though?
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm not the one that promised it to him, so I guess it's no real part on my shoulders. We do actually technically have one, black market or no. We got
Oh,
it a
yeah.
long time ago. That one isn't one we promised to him, so I don't care.
Note on the team.
Look, if he does show up and he fails the vibe test, then he gets arrested.
Like a Baldur's, like all of us are just leering at him, and he's like, Baldur's Gate dice roll. Natural one, we just all jump. They're testing your vibes. Roll.
Several
Found them
insight tests.
necking.
Your vibes have been found rancid.
Decrepit.
Deemed
Disgusting.
unworthy.
Well, dinner was lovely. Thank you, Geed. I am going out to the shops. We'll be back soon.
We'll leave once you get back, I guess. Everybody get ready.
You're plenty to take on the go if you need.
I'll get my things and I'll be waiting in the greenhouse if you want to have that chat in it.
I will have it with you once I'm back.
Jonathan, do you want to come back to Stilltide with us yet, or are you still happy here?
I think I'll take some extra time here if you don't mind.
I'm
no,
sure
this-
you've accrued much leave.
There's no problem at all. They were happy to know you were doing well.
I'm sure they were. They worked for them a number of years. I think I've very much earned my retirement from the employment on that part.
Well, I just thought I'd ask since we're, instantaneously teleporting there.
I don't mind doing the paperwork here, though. I can keep doing that.
Probably safer here.
Definitely.
I'd argue it's a lot safer. It's an actually secured city. The worst thing you're going to get is the weird black market goons, and now they're gone.
That's true. We did make this place significantly safer.
Safer, nice beds to sleep in. Office that is not on the third floor loft. I think it's going.
This guy's still a keeper.
I think
This
it's
guy
going.
hates stairs.
Especially after
Especially
one
now.
limb down.
Yep.
And nonetheless, I'll continue my work now. And I thank you very much for the rescue and much better employment opportunity.
Of course, you were quite good to us, Darth, and you're welcome to stay here for as long as you want.
I appreciate that. Immeasurably.
You know what? Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Since it's a common magical item, I feel like we should get Darthrin a prosthetic limb.
He's not
You
missing
got
all
one
limb, just
on-
a foot.
I feel like he got one already, didn't he? I thought we
can
talked about
replace-
doing that on like the first session.
I'm pretty sure I went and got him one right
Yeah.
when we got back. Like he has a fake leg already.
Yeah.
A peg leg, you just made it out of some like fucking chair stumps.
Are you? I would assume you want to go for like a really nice prosthetic, though.
Yeah, a nice good one.
A
Get
nice
one
one.
with a gun in it.
Have a foot gun.
What?
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
nice.
like that fucking.
Hell yeah.
Is that from like the Wild Wild West or something?
I swear I've seen a video of a guy having a foot gun, but I can't remember.
I
what
think
it
it's
was.
Wild Wild West.
Imagine kicking someone in the dick and having the toes go.
That sounds pretty cool. That's what my combat robot was.
I think Wild West had a guy in a wheelchair and it had guns in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
He also had like spider legs.
they did
pretty cool.
turn into a full
Guns.
tarantula legs.
Yeah, it had that too.
Weaponizing Darthra.
As people begin to leave the dinner table, I'll just look up at Azur. Do you think to do this whole thing, but the ley lines, it would be easier using this machine we've talked about that Ilmer has?
I mean, maybe. I haven't seen it, so I can't really tell. The ley lines was something I came up with when I was quite depressed reading those books that I found. They're quite morbid, but thankfully I remembered the earlier thing that we did with the ley lines, and it sort of came to me that it's just basically a giant font of magical power you can kind of just point around. Obviously, I'll probably need to do a lot more preparation than what I just described, because that'd probably just kill me. But you know,
No.
if we see the machine,
Hopefully
we
it
can
works.
have a look at it.
In our culture, when one dies, after their body is sort of returned home and given back to the earth, their spirit is free to wander. So, if there's something wrong with his spirit, then I'm sure he'd be very happy if you fixed it.
Wait, did nobody tell you what actually happened to him?
Somewhat absorbed by part of Baedelus.
I will float over so I can like stand next to you so nobody else hears it. Okay, so basically we had a magma ruby, and that's how Baelis manifested. He used that, and when he died next to him, it essentially tore his soul apart like a centrifuge to fuse into the ruby's mass. That's why this happened to him.
I did hear something like that. I'm not a real expert.
I
But-
surprisingly am. I seem to have concurrent fields of study.
Like I said, if you could fix his spirit, even if he doesn't choose to come back, I'm certainly very happy.
I would be glad if he's just whole again, even if he doesn't come back. So I'm glad you agree with me. I've had to read a lot of awful things to get to this point. I'm not giving up until I see this through.
Hopefully I can help.
I will let you all know if there's anything you can help with, but for right now I have to bend the weave into some sort of inscription, which will probably take a while.
Just give like a soft nod. Look back down at his plate. See what Socket is doing.
Socket is drinking heavily. He's just been listening to the conversation. It sort of like not really giving much input besides his early comments.
What do you think about Nina?
I think I was made to not trust elves, which makes me not trusting elves. Suspect. I don't know what to think. Right now I'm following them. They seem to know what they're doing. Are you really okay with us trying to resurrect Ben?
Like I said, if there's something wrong with his spirit, I'd be happy for it to be fixed, but I don't think he'd come back. He chose where he died.
I can definitely understand that.
I think Ben was an outlier. If I died, I'd want to come back. My brother was always interesting. Just stand up. Well, I'd say don't just follow our opinions on elves, but there aren't really any more for you to interact with. So good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks.
Mr. Louis. Is it like evening or is it like I
This
don't
was
know.
dinner, so I hope
Okay.
so.
Yeah,
Why is it dinner?
Why?
random times allocated
I don't
throughout.
understand the question. Why dinner?
Why dinner?
Why are you dinner?
No, just because Ezra was like, "So we leaving soon?" Or like we leaving in the morning.
I guess it doesn't really make much sense for us to teleport to Dimspire to sleep there, but still, Todd. So
Yep.
we arrive, we sleep in a less secure location.
Yep.
At least we no longer get the message there are enemies nearby.
Enemies nearby. You can't sleep.
You cannot slumber.
As everyone is winding down. And then getting good draws. As well as
Good price on what we've got left.
the
Yes.
transactional from her various businesses.
Yeah.
Is there any particular messages, or are you just collecting your obvious fees for keeping the business afloat?
Collecting fees. I'm also trying to get a lockpicking kit. Thieves tools.
For legal purposes, right?
For legal purposes. Hilariously enough, in a magical city, a lockpicking kit is still within the means of being found here, since there's so many other people with magical locks. As for the various businesses that you are in charge of, especially for the multiple days that you've been away, I need you to roll 6d10 and then times that by 10.
Times by 10, 440.
So you would get 440 gold from the gold that has been effectively sent to you here, but obviously you would have more if you were able to land there in person.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I will send a message to my other businesses.
In long
Um,
distance as well.
Yes. Prepare for potential to trade with. Is it Faystall?
Yes, Faystall, as the
Yeah.
furthest one you have, Gondor, would be an open representative to that.
Yes.
All right. You would get back a surprised notice, but with that, if you're really sure trading with Fae is a good proposition, we'll make good use of what we can get out of them.
We'll have to be on our best behavior, but we will make sure the contract is beneficial for both parties before anything is done.
Make a good business transaction from them then.
Excellent. I'm counting on you.
Or in the other transactions will start making ready to receive Fae material.
This can only end well.
Fae drugs.
Yay, Phaedra.
It'll be much later at night, but you would still be able to arrive back to the manor unabated.
Excellent. I will go find Lucille. before I go to Lucille, I quickly head back to my room and dump off my excess cash.
Like laundromat quarters.
Got a money counting fucking machine for gold.
My illicit businesses made me 440 gold this month. Check here for 11 online tips on how to make it happen. First, here we got the potion vending machine.
And I think I decide that I would like to take off my makeup, all of my accessories and props. And I will put on a neater black suit.
He's evolving.
He's evolving. I'll swap back to
backwards.
The guards tackle you. Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh no!
Break his fucking legs.
You're not gonna go.
Feed him to the destroyer.
The
Dark
destroyer.
Knight.
Who the fuck's the destroyer? It's a socket in his room with like a really big fat belly. He's like, "Feed me." No.
You see a beetle inside of socket.
No, not the beetle.
Yeah, they put the orb in Socket's stomach.
No, you get like a
Yeah.
third arm, like you mount the beetle to like the end of the third arm, so you can just like swing it at things to devour them.
Yeah, and I will go and meet with Lucille. I shall knock upon your wall as I go under the floor. Ah!
Yeah, Josh refuses to move it to the map layer, so it exists. in the
Because it's
area.
really funny. I just crawl under the floor as I get there.
Just do a bit of burrowing to get in.
Burrowing in like a cockroach. Will knock on the cobblestone wall as I come in.
Just open my eyes, sit up from the grass. This is not how I imagined I would be seeing you.
Well, to be fair, you've been seeing me a lot. I figured it was about time. I'm just gonna sit down on the grass. I never thought I would see you again. At least, not like this.
Well, to be fair, I didn't think I would see anyone I knew again, and slowly a lot of the more important people have been coming back into my life.
Slowly pouring in. You're the only tangible memory I have left. It's nice in a way.
How long has it been?
Good question. Odd. I listed my age as like 24. I am young.
Not a lot.
That's just what we think.
Yeah. something like 15 or so years.
Is that all?
Mm. Time goes by quite quickly when you're running for your life.
Time goes by quicker when you're dead.
Well, not anymore. At least.
No, I suppose not anymore. Although, like, make one tap on my chest. Mostly.
I'm still all me. I've been hiding for a very long time.
Well, I'd say you're doing a good job of it.
I like to think so.
I hear
I like
you.
to think.
I still don't see any of you in there.
I've had to change a lot, Lucille. And I will make all of them pay for what they did to us.
Who's even left?
I'm gonna pull out a book. Benedict Calro, Endrick Slutim, Cosma Folkley. And as far as I'm concerned, the shards the media now. You're only in this because you were helping my family. Well, your parents were.
At least there's a reason to it. Thought I was just a victim of random chance.
Sadly not. My family wanted to overthrow the Afridi. Knew that their corruption ran deep. Knew that things could be better. I may not realize their dream in full, but I will make sure the Afridi are run out of this land, if not exterminated completely. I don't imagine you'd see eye to eye with my plans, but I do this for them and for us. I'll never be safe until they're all gone.
I know that Seeker would have supported you. And even if I don't agree entirely, I don't have any plans to get in your way. The only name we had left was Dalric.
If I can help you bring about an end to this person, I will.
As far as I'm concerned, I've never met the man. I have my own life, my own grudges to settle now.
I'm sure you will.
I'm not so confident in my ability to actually kill a god, but
If you mean Betelgeuse, then I'm already in.
well, I was going to say that working with Urieli and Nina on this is probably our best chance at it.
I'm slowly making more allies every other week. I'm glad that you won't get in my way. I just hope the others don't too. Though they don't seem to have a problem with some of the things I've said so far.
Well, your secret's safe with me for as long as you want to keep it.
I've said it before, I grew tired of hiding. I think, for my own safety, and perhaps even others, hiding is the best I can do.
Well, that's your choice. I'm more than happy to let the world know that I'm back.
I really am glad to still have someone that I know. Even if it isn't quite the same.
It's nice to see old friends. Makes it a little less weird trying to fill the shoes that Seeker left behind in this group.
I don't think that he left any shoes unfilled. He just added another to the group. There's no void. Just another important part of this place. These people. You have no one you need to stand up to fill the shoes of. We just want you to be yourself. I want you to be yourself.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Good. And before things get too mushy or I drag on and on, I did need to talk to your debt owner.
Oh, I mean, I can call her, but you know what? She's never been one for rules. Just give me a moment to get the spell going.
If it's easier for her or yourself, you can just leave a message.
This is probably the quickest way to do it. They'll
Very well.
take a minute to cast Contact Other Plane to call up Misa.
But the one that can make you go insane.
Not the Warlock version.
Cool.
I can only use it to contact my patron, but in return it has no penalty.
So, effectively, calling up Mita. With that, you do feel a strange connection. as it is just suddenly from the calm of the night to nearly a static gleam. Hello?
Hello, Lady Mita.
Oh, perfect. I wasn't expecting any messages or so.
A friend of mine wanted to contact you, although I should probably let you know that Lady Nina has called upon me.
She always did steal all my things. Well, sisters are sisters, even if they always think they keep taking all my stuff. What's the first in line?
I thought this might that news might disappoint you, so to add to it, you may be delighted to know that the task she has requested is an essential step in restoring her city.
Oh, wonderful. Just asking me for help. Shall I come over now?
Maybe. As I recall, you have a duty to remain at home, do you not?
Oh, I do, but how else would I speak with this person if they're available?
I kind of pause for a minute and go, no, everyone present knows I'm allowed to talk about it. Would it not break your agreement if you were to leave?
Only on the permission of accompanying to your vacation. No one else leaving your side.
I look at Ned, just not a word about this to anyone. Fine, you have my permission to visit, but only to the greenhouse.
With that, there is a brief moment where greenhouse looking as peaceful as it is, suddenly, like little wisps of starlight, before you feel a presence amongst you. Stepping up from the garden. Ah, I assume this is the one? As she steps out rather excitedly and up to you, Annette.
Yes, I'll give her a respectful bow.
It sort of gives a polite bow. Excellent, excellent. Excited for new people to join us. You in a more focused state last time. I'm so glad to be able to speak with you.
Yes, I was a bit out of it after the spell you cast, I believe.
Oh yes, the court is not everyone's mind is able to think clearly amongst the flowers and all, and especially the shifting magics there.
Also, I thought it was really funny for you to fight Wembley.
Oh, he's such a grump, isn't he? Oh, it's
All the time.
needs to relax.
And with those wandering eyes.
Heard of the conquests he's done so many times before. That's why he has so many children.
Probably. Maybe there's more. But we're getting off topic. We're not here to talk about the short one. I recall last time speaking to you about a potential trade deal between my businesses and your realm. I believe a mutual benefit could come from it. Perhaps you could use the alchemical ingredients from our land, and we could certainly use the ones from yours.
Give us a new variety, I would be so ecstatic to try.
I can imagine the combinations you could come up by mixing the two different realms.
I have been trying to do so quite regularly, even if people are a bit grumpy about it.
I think it would make for some fascinating effects and could bring a bit more joy to people's lives, if not some whimsy.
So, where would you wish to have these trades happen to keep to our business proper section?
Well, Gomdor is where one of my main businesses is thriving. I believe that I could have a private balloon taken to your respectful throne so that you can conduct the trade businesses more personally. That way, you oversee the operations yourself, and the people that I trust in my primary business can also oversee it. This allows them to also have utmost secrecy for these deals, so none of what you do is exposed to anyone else.
Oh, I love this. I've only read about things like this in a book. Honestly, I would be more than welcome to have them join me, and especially meet new people that be able to hear a little bit more about the outside world.
As I have told them, they will be on their utmost behavior and respect while they are there.
Of course.
On the contrary, I would expect the same for my men. No strange deals, no quirky behavior that gets them in trouble, no spells. Just good old-fashioned business.
Stiff upper lip on your part.
I need to be sure. I know that you can be a tricky one. After all, you displayed that upon our first meeting, Wembley being a good example.
Oh, almost had this down too. It would have made it so much easier to fix things.
It'd be no fun if I didn't have to put all the rules in there. That being said, as a trade agreement, you can have your own opinions as well. Is there anything that you're looking for in particular, or perhaps things you would prefer?
Especially with the curiosity of some of the new alchemy. Maybe a little bit of insight to what people used to fight with and all now. Of course, I am always ever expanding on knowledge and magic, so I'm always welcome to that. And, I'll behave, obviously, but I would assume that there might be some that would be interested in barters and deals.
Barters and deals on knowledge, or you're looking for other businesses?
Well, add more knights to my court.
Add more knights to your court. I think that would require finding a very particular type of people. Currently, I like the employment of my people staying under my employment, if you understand.
No. So long as they stay employed to you, I assume.
So long as they remain employed to me and you do not sway their employment through any means.
Oh, man. I was so close to that part.
Motherfucker. As I said, good old-fashioned business. And we'll be happy.
Old-fashioned business. And they'll stay in your employ.
They will stay in my employ in one piece with no spells cast upon them, no trickery, and they will be paid for their due.
Of course.
And of course, the alchemical ingredients that are part of the trade deal will be placed on their ship to be brought back as well, and they in turn will give you theirs.
in a proper and equal partnership.
Exactly. I am sure both of our realms can benefit from this trade. Though I doubt many others have the courage to attempt such a thing.
Not many would, but not so many would be so peachy on the rules and less lenient.
Well, I assume it's part of your fun for this kind of thing.
Oh, I'm sure somebody will be interested even without my, well, demonstrations.
I'm sure your people would also enjoy this trade as well. Besides, if this goes well, I can extend this trade into other realms of possibility. Agriculture, weaponry, whatever you need. But this trade needs to go well. Your people derogatory.
Seems that all is set for the barter of the deal. All of our people will be exchanging goods reasonably, if old fashioned. And no trickery. Welcome in both realms. Extended and sending both goods back and forth appropriately after paid and safe.
Of
I
course.
believe the word used was quirky.
Quirky. Yeah, you quirky bitch.
If that is the extent, what would be traded in responsibility if your people were not to behave?
If my people were not to behave, then I will allow you to make sure they learn their lesson in a fashion that you see fit.
Oh, what is
I
this?
have instructed them that they must behave. They understand the consequences for not, usually from myself. They're usually quite well behaved. However, as they don't understand your culture, or perhaps even your rules, perhaps a nice summary of expectations would be a good idea, so that I can make sure they read it thoroughly and be on their best behavior. In return, they can do the same for you.
Well, I feel that is suiting, and I could provide a scroll of courtly conduct, especially for the uniqueness of both of our statues. And both of us
That
will
is very true.
be responsible. If either of our codes are problematic, obviously, will be dealt with appropriately.
Of course.
If you hear words of any of my servants getting out of line, please let me know. I will hand deliver them to make sure that you can dole out your justice. An equal
I
trade.
believe that is quite fair.
Well then, as she will pull out a scroll of court etiquette and also weave together what looks almost like a ribbon made of starlight night sky and hold it out to you in gesture of binding this oath.
I will take it then.
With that, you feel it wrap around your arm along with hers tightly as you feel the accordance hold both of you to your word. I look forward to those business propositions, as she will
As
politely
do I.
hand you the scroll.
I will make sure, upon first arrival of my men, that they will also adorn you with scrolls of etiquette as well.
Excellent. So ready to meet.
I will make sure they get a good stock of the general alchemical ingredients first. I'm sure the basics will be a good start before things get a bit more fun.
I will make sure that plenty of the pixies and others have made sure that there are a fine selection of reagents of high quality ready for your testing and admiration when we start.
Perfection. I look forward to many successful years as partners in this business arrangement.
With that, she will give a polite bow.
I will return the polite bow.
Is there anyone else to speak with before I take my leave? As she has her eyes sparkle for.
I believe Wembley wanted to speak.
Ah!
Apparates in his room. Hello, Wembley. No!
Oh, Wembley said he had a little crystal to give you.
No.
Is that
Glance
true?
down and see her walking through the hallway. Huh.
That was all.
Fighting. That could happen.
Push her into the destroyer.
Just starts eating her.
Man, what was her name again?
Mitha?
Misa.
Metha. Yeah, that one.
Bitch of
Your
the
mom.
Fae.
Queen of the Fane. Of the Fane? The Fae.
Of fame.
Of the fame.
Mita, Queen of Night.
Fine.
Mita?
Mitha.
Mita.
You do you admit it?
So was it Mitha?
You and Mitha?
You and Mita? Yes,
Yeah, we all
Cheers.
thought that.
THA.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to change all my notes.
You're welcome. That's what this was all about.
Bitch. Good old Fae names.
Mita.
The name is in illusory text. You have to read it several times to figure it out.
Oh.
I hope you have dyslexia.
Every time you read it, the spelling changes.
Every time.
Every
my
time
God.
he says it, it's different.
It's
The
true.
true spelling was the fifth spelling you saw. Do you remember?
What was that? Did you see that?
What was that noise?
That she will step through the garden and vanish in the spark.
Now, Josh,
Yeah.
due to the method used, there's no direct way to actually respond. I just want to make sure that you did see that I sent a message to Uriah.
Oh.
I can just tell you. I sent her a note with Golda's speedy courier that basically said that it should be safe to come home now. Also, I heard about your plan with your dad. I want in.
What the fuck? What? Well, in that case, you would receive a sending. I don't know who told you, but I hope you're not expecting to get a part of the throne.
Oh, Nina's been going through your things. And no, I just want vengeance.
If there were another sending just for the fucking long magical sigh you would hear.
25 words of.
But you would receive another sending.
Sending that's just a long sigh.
Yeah. Brief sigh at the start, but thank you for the information. Hopefully, all will be well. Oh, the infinite sigh.
Forever in your head, you just hear.
Just a static noise, huh?
I would just want to die.
Sir, that person died like 25 years ago. What do you mean the message is still sending?
I saved
The,
you.
the only problem is like, does the message send after they finish like vocalizing the whole thing, or as they're doing it? Is the Warforged still out there sighing, or did
pretty
he
sure they
sigh
can-
for 20 years and then send the message?
I'm pretty sure it gets sent straight away, like as you're doing it. It's like a fucking radio.
It's magic. I feel like it goes like, it arrives as you say it.
I've been creating Warforged and burying them in walls after teaching them the sending spell for the last 20 years.
Oh my fucking god!
Well,
No!
dude,
That's a really good phone system. You're a genius.
But then the only person they know is you.
No, no,
Well,
you
no, I-
dress up as the person of your hate, and you even call yourself them, and then
no.
that person gets it.
I bring over my business partners to show them to my wall of Warforged, and then so then the Warforged know them. It's like this is Bob. Bob is our new business partner. Say hello. Hello, Bob.
Now say hello forever. Hello.
Me having my wall of Warforged spam called "Man, I hate" by screaming at him at all hours.
Anyway, I'll respond to that second message. Is just, if it helps any, we're going to be taking the box soon anyway. But she did seem to be rather interested in your plan.
Hmm. A final sending for the day. Then I suppose we have much to discuss and see if there would be others who would be willing to step into the plane of fire with me.
I will bid you a good night, Lucille.
Good night. What name would you prefer I use?
When I'm like this, Athlon.
And good night, Athalon.
Good night. Make the mistake of going past the training hall. Socket sees me. Who the fuck is that?
Respond to Riley's final message as well as some of my own team has announced their willingness to assist. Those elves seem like they would make powerful allies, but I don't think they would be as willing to simply step aside and let you take the throne as I have been.
Any response for the time?
And then I'll get up and go check on Azure and be like, "Are we leaving tonight? You said you wanted to leave tonight."
She's like in bed sleeping.
Well, she's on the couch.
I mean, I didn't think it was that late.
It's true.
We did just have dinner.
That is true.
Well, no, honestly, I kind of just lost track of time. I've been reading books for so long. We can leave in the morning. I assumed that's what everybody else was doing. Nobody else seemed to wander into the teleportation circle room, and I realized how late it was, so we'll leave tomorrow.
It is quite late. Alright, just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. As for me, I'd like to probably cast several sendings to my business in Gomdor about this trade.
getting everything ready and rolling.
Yes, and also to make sure they have their own etiquette scroll ready for what their expectations are upon arrival.
Are you going to ask someone to speedy courier this item to the etiquette scroll? Currently,
Dying.
The mole men are poisoning him.
slowly but surely.
Yeah, I'll write something up proper, and then I'll speedy courier it.
Along with the etiquette scroll that you've been given.
Yes. I'll also read through the etiquette scroll quickly as well, just to be sure that it's not like doesn't have any haha funnies in there.
Roll me an investigation and an insight.
Investigation and an insight. I'm so good at both of these. And an insight. Oh, damn.
Ooh.
It seems like full
Insight.
proper etiquette, but then it gets
no.
to dress code, and you're like, this doesn't seem right.
Dress code.
What was the dress code? Come butt naked, shit on the street.
The options were birthday suit or jester outfit.
I'd like to scribble that one out and then put like a little note next to it that says "nice try."
You hear a soft giggle in the background.
That's pretty fair though. You can get a gesture off. That's not awful.
Size 1 font in white ink at the very bottom says, "We own their souls."
Nah, I missed that part.
Yeah, fuck.
It also says further down that if you're wearing the jester suit, they also get to own their soul. So it's like, it's like, well, I could go naked or I could wear the jester suit, but whoops, looks like you just gave me your soul.
Yeah. Oh.
Idiot should have read the fine print.
The frying print.
Satisfied with that, I will package that up, ready for a speedy courier.
All right. The rest of it seems to check it. As you will set down. Obviously, your compatriots at Gondor have received it, and no complaints have been sent back.
Excellent.
With that. Are you gonna get an animated shield as well? Was her?
Oh no, that was for Saren. That's what Saren wanted. I was just
Ah.
suggesting it.
I don't know. Depends how much it costs.
Yeah, how much?
Animated shield's pretty cool. It's legendary, isn't it?
6,000.
No?
No.
Pretty sure it's just a very rare.
Yeah, it's just a very rare.
6K.
6K.
I only have got it once.
I mean, isn't it just a shield that it's not even like a +1 or +2, it's just a shield?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's default shield.
Default shield.
It is free though. You can use a two-handed weapon with it, so
Yeah. How much would a +1 shield be? Just a normal +1 shield.
Just 1,000.
that's 3 AC, that's pretty good. What about the +2 shield?
+2.
Isn't that a piece of I assume that'd be very rare?
That would be 3,000.
No, that's really good. That's 4 AC right there. It's a lot of AC.
See, I'm thinking if I go in with my vicious greatsword and say, "Hey, can I swap this for a vicious longsword and buy a +2 shield?"
Why don't you just get a Spellguard shield?
Disgusting. I just want the stats. +1 AC.
The extra juice.
But I do have Great Webmaster, and then wouldn't be able to get that flat extra 4 damage. So it's very sad. Wasting my feet. I'll buy a floaty shield.
Alright.
Excellent choice.
And seeking to swap out to a longsword if you want would be plausible. There are other merchants who could make the swap.
Equipment prices might actually have enough for something I wanted earlier. I save everything I asked Josh for.
The troops up. Socket, you hear a faint giggle as you're in the training room.
Oh. They're behind me, aren't they?
Actually, you know, I think I will downgrade.
Alright.
And by that, I would swap my great sword for a long sword. Both vicious. Any cost there, or I assume my great sword actually probably cost more.
Yeah, effectively your greatsword it does cost more.
And I'll buy a +2 shield, which was 3,000. And I won't get the floating shield.
Alright. With that, trades are done, deals are made. So you all will be able to get a long rest.
I love when he says that.
Oh my god! Oh, that's a really good idea. I came about to think about it earlier. That's going in the book. A new way to kill people.
Oh,
The Book of Wizard War Crimes.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a war crime.
Uh-huh.
No, don't worry. You'll see it soon.
This is what wizards do when they're like laying in bed trying to get to sleep.
Yeah, this
Like,
is
what
Zern bad
orc?
luck. Oh, I've got it. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll kill them. Greatly.
be towards the morning. As I would assume some are asleep or keeping watch. That
I got guards for that.
No, my door is arcane locked, and I alarmed them. I don't trust anything anymore. They're like 3 assassination attempts.
Fair.
with that, there is a knock later in the morning. Probably well after what seems to be breakfast time for them. Unless I assume many people still waking up at their normal time.
Yeah, I'm not in any particular rush. Probably like 7 or 8.
Feast! Feast upon feasts!
Right,
Yeah,
feast.
breakfast feast.
Eat, my boy. Make your old man proud.
The fuck did you say to me?
Shut the fuck up, woman.
Alright. Saren's out early making trade still. Coming in through the main entry hall, past the guild tables. Darfur, who brings company. Your neighbor. Right. The young miss said she wanted to discuss some things with you.
Well, this is a surprise, but why don't you join us for breakfast?
Come on in. Have a bite.
Thank you. Thanks to some of your compatriots, I heard word that one was interested in benefiting The idea of overthrowing betas.
You'll be right. We hate that guy.
Overthrowing? Wouldn't we be killing him? It's not basically the same thing.
The idea, yes. There is some concerns that I'm still working through. Thanks to briefly looking at some of the math that was guided my way. Would be able to open the doorway, but obviously we have to do it somewhere safe.
Also, do you have a solution for us not burning to death? It is the plane of fire.
That is probably the most difficult part. The only person I know who's been able to grant true immunity to magma and such is my father. Might be able to see such power and use it myself. The other option would be whether or not seeing my mother has developed something strong enough to do so, but I doubt she would have put it to use, or well, she probably would have spread it around the family first, if anything. I feel not in the right place in the request of you, asking you to trust me on trying such a magic. Not keeping you to me, but a shared pact in a way. But that is something to discuss down the road once I have something more in line.
Once you're ready to attempt it.
Of course. As we walk in, sir, see your neighbor, sitting at the breakfast table, as everyone seems to be listening intently before looking at you.
Sorry.
No, just making...
Sits down. Thanks for following my message. I wasn't sure if you two meeting face to face would cause something.
No, I appreciate the heads up. I've already had enough of a headache and enough messages from a previous... they thought they were a suitor. I was more or less using them. Not the greatest sounding, but nonetheless has given some insight on certain things. I would try to come up with a more solidified plan much later down the road. Once I can confirm the gate to the Ruby Palace would be held open permanently on my own volition. Seek to trap by mistake on, even though reliable math on some parts, still try to make sure it's not just a permanent one-way trip.
Yes, that is another concern, getting back.
But I wanted to see whether or not if those would be interested in such a dangerous endeavor, but seeing it resolve on this situation, knowing full well where I effectively sit on this curiosity. More or less bringing stability to a number of people's minds, and as well as dethroning a tyrant that is not worthy of his power anymore.
So, I assume you plan to take his place?
Ideally, yes.
No real comment on that. I was just curious.
So I intended to take the throne. My sister's then has no real interest in it. She's found someone else anyway.
I'm sure you'd do a better job than him.
I thank you for that confidence.
It'd be very hard to do a worse job considering the state of everything, so you have my vote of confidence from that angle.
Mm. Obviously, I would, well, reward where I can, but I don't really have much or anything to really offer other than a few trinkets and baubles and some funds that I've collected. The rest is still a little tied up. If that
It
is
sounded like you need to pay us right now.
fair. As for...
But I don't really think we were doing this for payment regardless. I believe this was out of a sense of duty and revenge.
I also came to ask if the help in all has been quite significant. If you were leaving the box in my workshop for the time step, I might be able to work with this woman who perused my ledgers and another, but we might come to a greater idea of how to deal with my father.
Well, we were going to take it with us when we were going to leave today. How long do you think you would need?
If you're taking it, then I will not stop you, but if she has other suggestions, if she were to crop up again, would be delighted if you send it my way.
I'll make sure to write down anything she has to say on the matter.
I'm sure she'll probably pop out to talk to us on the way as well, so we can tell you of any plans she comes up with.
Although I'm sure with her along, you'll have one more contender for the throne to worry about.
Oh, right. You're the daughter of the filthy Blaze Fiend. Would destroying his followers weaken his power? In any capacity?
There's a very large number of followers that you would have to kill.
I am very willing.
I mean, if you're willing to put a life endeavor on that, by all means, please. I know my mother's already hunted a number of them herself. I think the greater issue would be those who still reside within the plane of fire with the Ruby Pass.
Well, I think I can still effectively at least remove them from the city of Stilltide.
That would be an excellent start.
It would also hard secure some very useful allies.
Please do remove them.
Like a walkie walkie talkie. You're alright, ready, go, 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 go.
Get the Blow Fury State. What? Oh, oh.
Use the thermite.
What are you thinking about? They're betalist followers. They're immune to thermite.
It's gonna relax them so they let their guard down.
When he makes fuel metal oxide, no.
Wembley having a fidget.
Wembley does not like my allies. My criminal gang allies.
You make very bad allies.
Hey,
You
they're pretty
know.
good allies for me.
Yeah.
Just because they don't
If that-
fall under your moral categories.
Yes,
That
that's exactly it.
unfinished ruby we
Correct.
had could manifest at least part of him here. Someone should probably find the full completed one and destroy that too, right?
Oh, there was no full completed one.
Full completed what?
The ruby. Well, there's supposed to be, isn't there? That's the whole.
There's been
leader-
rumors that the current one is like fake, and so a real one would easily usurp him.
Right, but surely it wasn't always fake.
Perhaps it got destroyed. Perhaps it got lost. Perhaps they
I don't know.
sold it for
I
something.
think if there was a real one, it would have been used by now.
Morning.
I
There's
suppose
the
you're
big
right.
statue man.
It's just, if there is a real one somewhere, it's probably dangerous.
I don't doubt that. I mean, it might exist somewhere.
But
I-
no,
I
you
don't
make a
really-
good point. If it was still findable anywhere in this country, I'm sure they wouldn't have needed to make a new one.
Yeah, and on that note, I don't think I'd be any better at finding them than their efforts. Unless we just happen to stumble upon the box it's in. Some lead-lined casket and buried in the sand.
It's happened before.
Other options is somebody stole it to another plane.
To
Also
ransom it?
potential.
Yeah. There's the palace and then the fortress
Maybe-
that my father has here, so
Maybe Betalist himself actually has it.
Oh, what good would it do him then?
I don't know, I'm just saying that maybe he has it.
I mean, maybe. That's certainly an option.
Because it would explain why he hasn't used it and why it's completely missing. Something maybe might have offered it to him.
You're right. If it can't be found, it's probably not worth worrying about.
My question is, if you take his place, what does it mean for us? The Afridi here.
I'd be able to rescind the permission to be here and pull them back to the plane of fire. It wouldn't be the crazed worshippers looking to sacrifice souls to Baedalis. Unfortunately, the one thing I can confirm, especially from previous existential combats that my family and others have had, he is a brutalized user of soul magics.
I look at Azul.
Are you looking at me like you're expecting me to say that's like really easy to deal with? Because that's really bad.
I was more hoping for an explanation on how bad. Look back to Riley. How bad is that?
I mean, if I had to, I could probably use such magic, but it's effectively like using someone to stoke a fire if they were a log. It gives much more powerful effects, but burns out the soul.
You're saying he uses other people's souls to fuel himself? Like he's
Himself.
turning into a phylactery?
More like a consuming vortex. He, in the past, has used souls to cast spells to greater effect than, well, if anyone else were to try and cast them, would probably take many high archmages at the risk of them being either greatly exhausted or dying from the strain.
Do you have a plan for us to be able to fight him in his giant stockpile of souls? Because it sounds like he's going to incinerate us immediately.
That's effectively where I would be needed, as I'd still be able to claim right to the throne by blood. I would be able to, not pleasantly, but siphon some of that power.
Some, not all, so he'd kill us with 50% of his stockpile of souls?
Effectively. It would be...
That's a
Still
better odds.
sounds really bad.
I mean, like I said, it's a plan working in progress. I apologize, but opening the gate and whatnot, and the other parts of it is, I'm fervently working on what I could do. I use references of when my mother invaded Jotunheim, but don't really get of another elemental titan effectively to invade such a space freely.
Did you not ask Tartarus to do it?
It's a bit busy at the moment.
Yeah, but Tartarus is so helpful. I just felt like I should throw it out there.
I don't think I could ever convince him, considering who I am and what I'm trying to do.
That's a fair point. Is there no other one of them that you can convince?
Boreas, if I could find him. Leviathan, maybe.
I think I've heard the name Leviathan once before, but I assume the other two are less favorable towards just helping you altruistically.
I feel like Leviathan might be more able-bodied, but it's whether or not Miski is willing to lend some aid to such a thing, but that's a diplomacy for another time.
I don't think Leviathan the Conqueror is going to help you.
She kind of freezes at that statement since you recognized it.
The who and the who?
Surely Van told you about him.
That might be why I remember it slightly.
I've been told a lot of things I don't remember.
Well,
Yeah.
me and my father in particular have actually clashed with a lot of Leviathan's champions. You know how I always joke about almost getting killed by a fish one time?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be Leviathan's champions.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yes. Aunt Miski has kind of gone crazed with power.
Look, I don't have particular personal investment. I was just doing what the elves told me to do.
Santa's elves.
Elves aren't real.
But
We can prove that if we kill the last elf that's visible to us.
Well, I didn't suppose the other two better options, especially would be if I could find where Boreas has been hiding, or you convince Tartarus.
I assume based off of the pattern that Boreas is the air lord of element.
Yes. As I mentioned, he invaded Jotunheim with, well, what is now the Iron Father on the continent of Lustrona and Stranalis.
You can say a lot of those words, but I have almost no context for most of that.
Apologies. The other side of, well, this world, place where far-stretching and usually magic would be idealistic to travel. Going by boat would usually lead to immense difficulty, since many here don't really have appropriately fitted airships for Lustrana, or, well, going by ocean to Stranalis would only get you to the landfall and not always the safer location. A number of areas that are still feral. With that, well, sensible amount of information brought to my attention on that. And she nods towards you, sir, knowing your opinion on others. I'll be working on solidifying, well, the portal, and then also if I can find Boreas or not.
I mean, realistically, if he doesn't like Daedalus, he'd probably like you more.
I do have some favoritism, especially since Aunt Misky has been respectful towards the family, and as well as the Iron Box. We'll cross
Like I said,
that when we get to
I've never met the guy.
Yes. Much more he'll be able when you meet them in person. I do come for one other question aside from goals and agendas. Did the lady from the box ever say why she couldn't just move it herself?
No.
I had thought
Right.
about that, but I had assumed that it's because she's in her soul or something from her is still inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my own logical ideal.
I
Well,
suppose we can ask her next time she shows up.
Although from what she said, it sounds like that she was returning purely for the sake of her people, and not because she was actually chained inside.
Hmm.
Maybe she can't move it because it's not hers. I don't know. Her sister made it. I think she's sort of cursed to be inside of it. I don't think it's willing.
I doubt that she probably has nefarious intentions in getting us to move it. Additionally, I would probably say that she would move it if she could. Because I feel like that if she could just do this herself, she already would have. She teleported herself, didn't she?
And yes, she did teleport. But
Yeah.
the box had remained.
I could always try contacting her and we could ask her directly.
Yeah.
How many
I
times
guess.
can we ask about the exact details of her rules about the box before she's suspicious of us trying to weasel with the box?
Why would she be suspicious of this? Mostly it's just asking why she isn't moving it herself.
Right.
I don't think that's suspicious. I feel like it's a pretty straightforward question. If you want it in a specific spot, why aren't you doing it?
Socket shrugs and says,
I remember it was always bad when one of us had a question. People like Beetleus or her, they don't tolerate dissent.
Well, she answered our questions earlier quite normally.
Right. Let's not push it.
Perhaps that might be for the best. You could
I
also
feel
just
like I already pushed it.
you could also probably ask your new employer, Lucille. They might know.
Also a possibility, but it's the same method to contact either one of them. Still, if it's not too pressing, we can probably just wait until she shows up to give us some more guidance on where we're going.
I'm sure she'll pop back out once we're getting closer. I keep waiting for the session to end before we finally manage to actually get to Stilltide.
yeah.
Please, let's go.
And then we leave for Stilltide.
Absolutely fair. As Euro will take her leave.
Do let us know when you've solved the incineration problem.
We'll try to look for a solution ourselves, but I can't really guarantee it's going to be our first priority, so it might not happen.
Hey. And obviously will be one of my higher priorities first.
Because I'm sure you'll be fine, but considering your heritage, but us, yeah, I'm pretty sure I would turn into a, Earth Ganassi. Charred and rocky.
Pretty quickly. Thank you for brainstorming as well. A number of things I need to put together. Sure. Go to hurry back to her laboratory. With that, you have the freedom to flee back to Stilltown and finally be free.
The door is
Get
locked.
out of here.
Yes!
The
Go,
door's
go,
arcane
go,
locked.
go,
She's
go.
not on the admitted list. She's stuck inside.
Everyone to the teleport circle! Quick, quick, quick!
Or some other shit happens.
No.
No.
I'm also officially putting a pin in this because I want to go. I want to buy something, but I'm too tired to figure out what it is. So
I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Officially, transport to Stilltide. Understandable since people are tired if you want to call it here. But the tank is ready for you.
Hurry.
are we bringing the box with us? Did somebody get the box?
Yeah, I'll go get the box. We don't actually sprint into the teleport room as soon as Riley leaves.
Are we really gonna go with only Lucille able to carry the box safely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
No
look,
problem.
the person who grants the ability to carry the box safely is in the box. So if anyone decides they want to, she's right here.
And then it's
Yeah,
like, okay, so
just touch the box and you can go talk to her
we
inside the box.
okay, so we teleport into Stilltide and we walk outside of the teleportation chamber we have, and it's like a really crowded street, and we're having to like try to get the box away from the citizens. You're like, oh, what's that?
No,
Ooh,
no,
piece of
my friend.
candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
It's such a nice glossy finish, such nice embellishments as they just.
Oh god, it just made me think of like a really niche movie of mom and dad save the world. Oh, hold on, I gotta go get this clip because you made me think of it.
I just thought of the Ark of the Covenant. It's like, yeah, Indy, I'm gonna look at the Ark of the Covenant. You're not gonna fool me. I'm a sea god.
I'm a sea god. You can't stop me.
I know you're hiding something good for me.
Yeah, I know you're looking. Don't lie to me. You're tied to the other end of this pole. Like, no, don't look.
Pussy.
You're not pure of heart like me. Oh wait.
Oh no. Wait, I spat on a homeless man before I came here. No.
Let's see this.
The 11th commandment revealed: "Thou shalt not be homeless."
The light grenade from this.
Who's dying?
That was me that time.
I put a Zoe down.
Thank you.
Just murder.
Absolute fucking slaughter.
Did you come?
Called you a whore.
Fuck yeah.
Alright. So from here we will be going effectively straight towards Stillside, as you guys will be collecting the tank and moving out in which direction would you head? Dendera or
We get a crew to go with it, or is it just us driving something we have no experience with?
you get a crew with it.
Yeah, that's what I expected. I was like, there's no way
I'm
they'd be like,
experienced with all land vehicles. I've driven every single one under the sun.
It's true.
there's no way.
They show
You know, you can
socket
tell
the
me
gas
just
pedals and where it
the,
is, and the drill handle to activate the drill.
It's
Only
all very
baby
intuitive.
driver.
There's a nameplate engraved on it in honor of Simon.
Engravings give no tactical advantage whatsoever.
I did have a couple questions for Pins Whistletop.
Maybe
We're
swing by and
just
show
gonna
him the
wrap up
box.
anyway. This has been in my notes for like 4 weeks. It
Which
just says don't forget to ask Pins about the weave gem and how it's connected to Mora Nor, because he mentioned that. And also, Pins was alive when the elves were here, so ask him about the husband, Ilmaru's husband, the Emperor. Because if he was alive then, he probably knows something.
Alright. Be able to quick cover that on the next session.
I gotta check on my dinner.
Thank you all for coming. Apologies for another lore chunk, but also
Also
What are you
excellent.
talking about? Lore is the fun part.
I'm so sorry about the bag of holding in the ass.
What are you talking about? That
You
was
should
great.
be.
That was a session
It's
highlight.
alright. Surely we will run into random encounters on the road next week.
I
Right.
think we're all gonna be
Hit
level
things again.
13 for it, right?
Yeah.
Make him
no.
level 8.
Oh. No.
Can I have Socket's XP?
Oh my god. They're cracking him open and drinking him.
We all got our bendy straws and we're just like inserting them into cracks in Socket's body to suck the XP out.
Put him in the bag of devouring.
Turns out this
All I
ain't.
got was sand.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
it's
I hate-
all just saying.
I love sand. Actually, okay. So we have the blessing of Tartarus. Okay, that means the gemstones taste good. That means that sand kind of probably tastes pretty good. It's kind of like small gemstones.
especially
It's kinda like it's like gemstone oatmeal.
oh my
Okay.
god.
Sure.
The whole party's turned into Zorns.
What do you mean
Well,
the
'cause-
whole party? It's like 3 of them.
The whole party's been turned into
Because,
The ones that matter.
sand is silica crystals, and it's like that's basically a gemstone.
it's like the vanilla ice cream of the the rock universe.
You go
Yeah,
out into the
probably.
wastes and just start chowing down.
Hell yeah. Well, no, the volcanic sand's like chocolate.
Sort out the wastes problem by eating it.
Didn't know we were in
Gonna
fucking
eat
Willy
the
Wonka's
dirt.
Wonderland.
I just mentally have that gif of like the dude just eating the sand in the middle of the desert.
Oh my god, yeah.
What?
I see. I don't know if am I gonna get on some kind of list for searching black man eating sand?
Oh my god.
Because that's what it is. It's black.
Nick,
dude.
you hang out with us. You're already on the list.
Yeah.
Black man.
I